go! It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news here on this Monday night, March 16th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Here now, your 11 o'clock news headlines here. In our top story at 11 o'clock here is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reversing an earlier stance on Palestinian statehood, said he will never support a Palestinian state being his return to office in Tuesday's elections. In Canberra, Australia, Prince Harry will be embedded in Australian Army units on the north, west, and east coasts of the country during the British-Wales hectic 4-week second meant to the Australian Defence Forces next month before he ends. When filmmaker Andrew Drecke heard the whispered words, more than 2 years had passed since they were out of the HBO series has been working towards much of the decade has found its end with a potentially damning confession. At least 24 people are confirmed dead in a cyclone ravaged Vanuatu, including a 1-week-old baby, and 4 foreigners. The official death toll issued by the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs is also certain to rise. The latest American aid worker to contact Ebola overseas last week in Sierra Leone was swiftly evacuated at a specialized treatment center for infected health workers run by the British Defence Ministry at the country's capital, Freetown. A Brockton couple is headed to prison after pleading guilty of multiple charges of child rape and sexual abuse, as the Brockton Enterprise reports that David and Kathy Oakes face 38 charges between them, as Ms. Oakes was sentenced to 20 years in prison and Kathy Oakes to 15. For abuse, the prosecutor said it started in 2000, as both will be on probation after completing their sentences, and both will have to register as sex offenders. One victim, now an adult, said the abuse began when he was 7 and licensed for 7 years. At the Boston Marathon bombing trial today, Watertown police said that a gun battle with the Tsarnaevs lasted more than 10 minutes, as this was the terrifying moment they have ever had in their careers. Lawyers for convicted killer Michelle Kozlik are headed to the Supreme Court as they say that the only appropriate treatment for her gender identity disorder is a change in gender operation. After an appeals court overturned the ruling that by a federal judge granted that the requested attorneys were declined, saying that their highest court will get a good look as their chances are slim as the Supreme Court gets 800,000 requests to make their sure 1% of them will get reviewed, as Kozlik can serve a life term for killing Michelle McCall in 1990. Boston researchers say that they have been tracking the measles outbreak to Disneyland in California, as the CDC said that there will be 173 reported cases in 17 states, including the District of Columbia. A tractor-trailer truck driver walks away from injuries after his vehicle flipped over on Route 114 in North Andover with no damages to the vehicle. The United States and Germany have vowed to continue punishing Russia with economic sanctions for its annexation of Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula, warned of new measures if Moscow fails to fully back a ceasefire if it endorsed last month. U.S. and Cuban diplomats talked behind closed doors Monday in the latest negotiations aimed at restoring diplomatic relations, the top U.S. said. President Barack Obama accused some elected officials who didn't support action on climate change of being chills for the fossil fuels industry. The defense team for Johar Zarnev, the accused Boston Marathon bomber, will have to weigh the risk and rewards of putting their energetic planet on the stand. In Washington, Michelle Obama will travel to Japan and Cambodia this week to kick off the administration's new effort to promote the education of millions of girls worldwide. It's possible that Hillary Clinton may ask this particular surrogate to stop helping it at least for the moment, and it's not just he made one stumble. Uber CFO Brent Kelenko saw balloon growth of the ride-hailing company over the last 2 years has stepped down. Uber CEO Travis Kalanick shared the news accounts with planned departure, saying that Kalanick would stay. Iran, the United States, and its allies are pushing ahead with their talks over a nuclear deal that would change many things, perhaps none faster than the price of oil. In Tokyo, Asian shares get a boost on Tuesday from Wall Street price as investors' possession of the possibilities that the week than you expect in the U.S. McDonald's workers have filed a safety complaint with a regulatory board alleging frequent on-the-job injuries, lacking safety equipment and improper training, and personal work at unsafe speeds. Changing guard at Wills to highlight extremely period for Chicago real estate. The 10th anniversary season of Dance with the Stars kicked off Monday night with a surprise. Some of the celebs can actually dance. That's 100 years from now. The humans may remember 2014 as the year that we learned first that we may adversely stabilize the great ice sheet of West Antarctica and thus set in motion more than 10 feet from sea level rise. Planetary rings have been famous for looping around Saturn and other gas giants for quite some time, but recently scientists have found rings that are surprised with new places. The flames of being a sign almost as soon as measles struck Orange County this winter. Public health officials experts have frustrated pro-vaccine parents, pointing fingers at those who refuse to lay neglected a certificate to get their children the shots. Alright, take a look at New England instant alerts here at 11:06 there. In Manchester, New Hampshire, a kitchen fire reported at 161 Eastern Avenue. And in Boston, the Boston Police Department is seeking the public help in effort to locate Mary Lou Raffaele, 73, of Winford Woods, reported missing earlier today. She was last seen about 2:40 p.m. on Monday, March 16, 2015, in area 90 Canal Street in Boston. Roughly is described as a white female, 5'10" inches tall, approximately 108 pounds, with blonde hair and blue eyes. When last seen, she was wearing a full-length black North Face jacket with fur hood, gray shirt, gray zip-up sweater, black pinstripe pants, and black shoes. Raphael suffers from dementia and is diabetic. Moreover, she is due for an insulin shot at 5 p.m. Family members tell us she is not carrying any vacation, credit cards, or cell phone. Anyone with information regarding Mary Lou Raffaele or whereabouts of asking to contact Boston Police. In Pelham, Massachusetts, Quabbie Gate number 12, injured lost hiker. Amherst F Fire Department Tech Rescue Team has been activated. Search is underway. In Harwich, Massachusetts, motor accident car into a pole, Chandler Road, and Long Road. Check-in one and request the power company to check on the pole. Peter Chill News Time, 11:07, 10.5 for a travel report here on this late Monday night here, March 16, 2015 here. And smooth sailing highways, byways in New England there. And a look at the MBTA here at Green Line, E-Branch experiencing minor eastbound delays due to a switch problem here. And on the commuter rail, no delay so far. Peter Chill News Time, 11:08, 10.5 for a weather report. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11:08 p.m. 31 degrees at temperature with fair skies. Humidity 79%. Wind speed southwest about 3 miles per barometer. 20 inches. Droop about 25 degrees and visibly at 10 miles. And wind speed southwest about 3 miles per hour. And wind chill is staying at 31. Current conditions around the region here. 37 degrees out of Boston and Gloucester, and 37 out in the water temperature. It's 31 in Beverly and Haverhill and Lawrence, 30 in Bedford, it's 32 in Fitchburg, 39 in Worcester, 35 in Sturbridge, 33 in Webster, 39 in Milford, 29 in Norwood, 31 in Taunton, 34 in Bedford, it's 32 in Plymouth, 34 in Falmouth, 33 in Chatham, 34 in Provincetown, 31 in Barford, 33 in Nantucket, 36 in Block on Westerly, 34 in Smithfield, 41 in New York City, 39 in Netslip, 39 in Montauk, 38 in Bridgeport, 38 in New Haven, 35 in Danbury, 37 in Waterbury, 34 in Meriden, 41 in Hartford, 43 in Winslow, 39 in Springfield, it's 38 in Greenfield, Massachusetts, 34 in Athol, Massachusetts, 35 in Pittsfield, 36 in Northwest Massachusetts, 41 in Albany, New York, it's 37 in Glens Falls, New York, it's 37 in Maine, 35 in Brown, Vermont, 34 in Rutland, Vermont, it's 34 in Keene, Hampshire, 32 in Chapman, Hampshire, 32 out in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 27 in Lockwood and Concord, Hampshire, 28 in Manchester, Hampshire, 31 in Nashville, Hampshire, 36 in Portland, Hampshire, and 31 up in Portland, Maine. Here. Alright, take a look at the surface map around the country and shows a cold front switching up at the north central California out from the North Carolina coastline and merged with a stationary front from central Oregon, down for 7 hours, the whole down for Utah, Colorado, down for Kansas, down for central Iowa, up into southern Wisconsin, and down for north central Michigan, and merged with a cold front, down for eastern Ontario, we got a pink front, down for central Quebec, and merged with a stationary front from eastern Ontario, stretching to central New York State, down for Pennsylvania, down for Maryland, Delaware, and that to say here, we got a warm front from Virginia. Nope, we got a front from the Virginias down for the Carolinas, down for eastern Georgia. Got a front from western Texas down for central North Mexico. Got a front from southeastern California and aim for the Gulf of California. And we got high pressure in southwestern Saskatchewan, western Texas, south central Louisiana coastline, and off the Florida coastline. And we got low pressure in east central Colorado and western Oregon and down for north central Illinois and eastern portions of Virginia. Air 55 degrees out in Detroit, 58 out in Pittsburgh, 57 in Washington, D.C., 72 in Atlanta, Georgia, 77 in Miami, Florida, 69 in Brownsville, Texas, 72 in Dallas, Texas, 75 in Kansas City, 68 in Chicago, Illinois, 63 in Omaha, Nebraska, 42 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 35 in Great Falls, Montana, 54 in Seattle, 65 in San Francisco, 72 in Los Angeles, 76 in Las Vegas, 86 in Phoenix, 68 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 66 in Salt Lake City, and 65 out in Denver, Colorado. Where? Okay, let us take a look at our service map around the country here. It shows yes. And it shows snow, sleet, and rain showers off the southeastern coast of Newfoundland there. Some spotty snow showers in west central portions of Newfoundland. Some spotty snow showers in east central portions of Nova Scotia. And some snow showers in eastern portions of Ontario for western Quebec. And some rain showers in southern Ontario, stretching in the northern portions of Michigan. And then stretching down for central and western New York, down for east central Pennsylvania, down for the Delmarva Peninsula, around southwestern New Jersey, and some spotty rain showers in north central Mexico, down for the Rio Grande Valley of Texas here. Snow, sleet, and rain showers from west central South Dakota, down from northern Wyoming, down for south central Idaho, down for north central eastern portions of Nevada, up in the northwest of Nevada, and down for eastern and west central portions of Oregon, and some rain showers in the northeastern portion of California and east central portion of California, and some rain showers around the San Francisco area and off the California mid-coastline here. Okay, let's take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows then clouds going up to New England, stretching down the Great Lakes, and down for 7 Minnesota, down to 7 North Dakota, down for South Dakota, coming up to the Northern Rockies, up to the Pacific Northwest, and down for Northern Nevada, down for California. And spotty clouds coming from the Virginia's down for the Carolinas here, and 11 line clouds from the Rio Grande Valley, Texas, covering much of Mexico here. Alright, let's take a look at forecast discussion around the region here. And first of all, around the country here, heavy rain possible for parts of the southern Texas and snow for parts of the northern New England, and temperatures will be 10 to 15 degrees above average for the southern Mid-Atlantic and southeast. A front extending from the Great Lakes to the Great Basin will move southeastward to the off the northeast and Mid-Atlantic coast by Tuesday evening. The brand will move southward over the just off the Gulf Coast by Wednesday. The central produce rain over parts of the Great Lakes and move to the central Appalachians, northern United States by Tuesday morning here. Snow will be also available over the parts of the upper Great Lakes and move over to the northern New England by Tuesday morning. And snow will take over the parts of the Maine by Wednesday morning. And meanwhile, upper level energy over the Pacific Northwest will aid and produce rain on highest elevation snows over the parts of the Pacific Northwest eastward to the northern Rockies by Tuesday morning. And additionally, upper level energy will move into the northwest on Tuesday and move inland to the northern Rockies by Wednesday. The energy will produce rain over parts of the Pacific Northwest coast on Tuesday evening and Wednesday, as widespread rain will develop over parts of the northern Intermountain region and northern Rockies by Tuesday evening here. In addition, snow will develop over the parts of the northern High Plains and the parts of the upper Mississippi Valley by Wednesday. And upper level close low over Mexico will move to Texas by Wednesday. The energy will pull moisture northward from the Gulf of Mexico as a wave of low pressure develops over Texas on Tuesday evening and Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms will develop over parts of the Several planes on Tuesday evening expected to depart to the lower Mississippi Valley by Wednesday. As rain will also develop to depart to the middle lower Mississippi Valley by Wednesday morning too. Here. And under the forecast discussion around the region here, and it shows an octave front will sweep across. 7 in New England Tuesday afternoon will be preceded by a period of showers late tonight and Tuesday morning, and blustery and unseasonably cold weather followed by Tuesday night. Thursday as a winter storm may impact the region late Friday to Saturday. New term until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, 10:30 p.m. update towards early morning on Tuesday. Low to mid-level drier period with intense cyclonic motions aloft. With a tended region support and subsidence front, the calm should keep the forecast period dry. Overrun in Pacific origin moisture along the 310, 320 K. Data services yielding mid to high level clouds, which will be limited to the effective radiation cooling as much of the regional research light winds under service region much of high pressure. Not too much change in the near term trends. Continued forecast lows and low to mid 30s as cool spots likely north east. Tricky part of the forecast is precipitation. The time it gets overwhelming dry air indicated by the challenge USD setting. Increasing chances likely towards morning, during which time low to points across the region which are poorly forecast among the candidates of near to high. Real social guidance that result in wet building of the low level profile evaporate cooling. As low level comes, saturates still believe there will be a freezing rain potential, but a note about a previous forecast to think potential to be brief within nestled valleys among high terrain and a northern Massachusetts as accumulation would be hardly noticeable no more than a track. Increase the influence amount of either of the North Stream open wave impulse combination of photogenesis and hence a sentinel yield deep layer lift of continental Pacific origin areas. Part of around 0.75 inches on forecast as subfloor increase of low level moisture off the northwest head of the intended surface of a cold front to mid level features as shower activity will yield roughly 1 to 2 tenths of the moisture. Prevailing forecasted and modeled blend of this and what's guidance and concentration blend of high resolution near term models of RAP, WRF, and NAM. And look at the weather notes here on this Monday night here. And a warm and little wet St. Patty's Day in Tap tomorrow, and expecting tomorrow's highs 42 to 52 degrees. Alright, looking at the Futurecast radar here. Okay. It'll begin to rain around the Berkshires and Northwest Connecticut and East Central New York by about 1 in the morning here. And then 3 o'clock in the morning, some spotty showers in west to Worcester and up in the northwestern Berkshires. And then 5 o'clock, it'll be raining in the Worcester area down eastern Connecticut, down for northwestern Connecticut, up in the Berkshires, up in the Summer Vermont, down for 9389 from Concord, down for Manchester, down Salem, New Hampshire. And then we will get into the rain by about 8 o'clock here in northern around southeast Massachusetts, up into Boston and up into Newburyport, and then merging into one rain line around 10 o'clock before moving out of here by about 12 to 2, and it's going to bring in a few spotty rain showers around the afternoon hours from southwestern Hampshire around Amherst. So some spots may get some rain showers or snowflakes, others may not, as this will usher in some cold air, will be from Tuesday night to Thursday, as winter is not done yet here. Alright, let us take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Overnight, a chance of showers may after 5 a.m. Increased clouds with low on 31 degrees. Light southwest wind, chance of precipitation 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 7 inches possible. For Tuesday, showers likely may before 2 p.m. Patchy clouds before 11 a.m. west. Most of the clouds got about 53 degrees. Calm wind becoming northwest around 69 miles per hour in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation 6%. New precipitation amounts between a 10 and 1/4 inch possible. For Tuesday night, park clouds got a low about 20 degrees. Northwest from about 10 to 50 miles per hour, 38 miles per hour. For Wednesday, most of the sun sky about 32 degrees. Northwest from about 10 to 60 miles per hour, 34 miles per hour. Wednesday, most of the coast got a low about 15 degrees. Northwest from about 6 to 13 miles per hour, 26 miles per hour. For Thursday, Saturday, most of the coast got about 37 to about 22 degrees. For Friday, A chance of rain, mostly sunny sky, about 44 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Friday night, rain and snow likely, mostly cloudy, low about 30 degrees. Chance of precipitation 6%. Saturday, part sunny sky, about 47 degrees. Saturday night, chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, low about 26 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, mostly podcast sky, about 39, low about 21 degrees for Sunday. And for Monday, sun skies about 41 degrees. Peters, what if rains up in the night? Oh. A little showering on top of this little shape for the day. This is Peter Witch. Hope you have a good night with a good positive. We'll look for you tomorrow morning with a morning report. Good night. See you tomorrow morning.